сюди вогонь, та їдь!
Пиздец. Що ти кричиш?
Та це гриб зривний, боже.
It's time to talk about what is going on in the markets today, what this means for you, and should you buy stocks right now. Okay, so as we all know, Vladimir Putin just ran up in Ukraine and laid everybody down. A lot of Americans are scared. What does this mean? Are we going to go to war? Is it World War III? This does not mean it's World War III yet. We need a few things to happen in order for this to be World War III. In order for, if you have stocks, in order for you to lose a large chunk of your investments. We need Russia to invade Poland, Germany, or anybody else that's in NATO. NATO is our little brother. Ukraine is just a little homie. Now we'll throw Ukraine a few weapons to fight a bully, but we're not gonna fight for Ukraine. So we're good there. Once we heard about the invasion, stocks went down because we didn't know what it meant. We had to really read the fine print to figure out this doesn't really affect us. As far as war goes, but it does affect Americans as far as gas goes. Russia has a lot of oil that they sell to other nations, one of those nations being us. And if they want to hold back oil and the price goes up, they can do that because it's their oil. We also have oil, but we still buy oil from other countries. We shut down a lot of the pipelines. We no longer frack as much as we used to, so we still are dependent on oil from other countries. So prices for gasoline will go up. That's what that means for us in the short term. And another thing we're looking out for that could possibly affect us here in the United States is if China decides to invade Taiwan. Now, Taiwan isn't in NATO, but the reason why we have interest in Taiwan is because we get all of our semiconductor chips from Taiwan. It will impact us negatively if China does invade Taiwan. I mean, the chips that go into your phone, your computer, your car, technology, period. Those chip prices will go through the roof. So we do have interest in Taiwan, way more interest than we do in Ukraine. We don't buy nothing from Ukraine. Whenever money isn't involved, you're a non-factor. But since money's involved with Taiwan, even though they're not in NATO, we'll step up and have to figure something out because that's a big deal. When you're messing with our money, the United States will find a reason to go to war with you. Now, should you buy stocks? As of right now, as we speak, the Bulls and the Bears are battling at the 50-day moving average. If the Bulls could get above the 50-day moving average, it's time to buy. Historically, it's time to buy. That means we're going to get a nice little run back up. How far will it go? We don't know. But it is bullish. So if we could close above, let's see, if we could close above this level on the NASDAQ, the level being 14,041. So 14,041. If we could close there on the weekly, which is today since it's Friday, that'd be the end of a weekly candle, then that's bullish for stocks. Stocks could be reversing back to the upside. So yes, it'd be a good time to buy, like right now, before 4 o'clock. Monday we could gap up. Unless some news comes out, like I just told you, if some bad news comes out about China invading Taiwan or Russia continuing to go deeper into Ukraine and hit Poland, which is NATO, then that'll change everything. But if that doesn't happen, stocks are looking good from the short, mid-term to long-term. Okay. So we took a really bad dip the day before yesterday, or whenever Russia invaded Ukraine. We bounced back because that was 20% down on the NASDAQ. 20% down. And institutions love a 20% discount. Love it. Like on average, when you see 20% discount, you buy with both hands. Everybody was so scared they were selling, including me. I had paper hands. I sold. I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be a war. I had to do some research. I had to figure out this has happened before. It didn't result in war. Ukraine isn't a part of NATO. I had to think logically. I was wondering why it was going up, but other people had to think logically as well, and they were like, "Oh shoot, this isn't a real problem. We need to buy." So yes, it's a good time to buy. Um, we're not going to war if things continue to happen like they're happening, and he doesn't cross no lines, and China don't cross no lines. Everything's good. Stock should go up as long as we close above this 50-day moving average, which is at 14,041. We should go up to about, if we could close above the 50 and stay above the 50, let's see how high we could go. The next level I'll watch is 14,400. And it's at 14,125 right now. All right. This is not financial advice.